Ladies and gentlemen, this is your pilot speaking. My name is Tseno. I hope you're having a great day, and in today's episode I have the BMW X6M Competition. So sit back, relax and enjoy this episode. Since this is the biggest, baddest and fastest SUV in BMW's lineup, we have to talk about specs. And here we got the 4.4 liter twin-turbo V8 packing 617 horsepower and 750 Nm of torque. Just like in any other top-of-the-line BMW N model you would expect, like the M5 and M8 Competition. And this one, coupled to an 8-speed automatic ZF gearbox and launch control with all-wheel drive, should do the sprint in 0 to 100 km an hour in 3.7 seconds. Very, very impressive for almost 2.4-ton vehicle. But enough theory, let's measure the real 0 to 100 time. Let's talk about the design of this X6M. And first of all, I really don't understand, and it's hard for me to cope, why the less practical X6M is more expensive than its counterpart, the X5M. But I guess this is what it costs to attract attention in a massive and arrogant flexing SUV. You basically get all the good stuff from an X5M, like the practical boot, the two-piece hatch and the roomy interior on the rear seats, and literally just throw them out of the window. And all that for looks? Is it worth it? Well, if you ask me, I'm an X4 owner, so I might be a little bit biased, but based on the sales and the customer demand, I'd say absolutely. And talking about this third generation BMW X6M, it seems that the BMW have designed the M models first and left the standard models a little bit as a second thought. The result, you get an absolutely gorgeous X6M Competition with all the contrasting bits and pieces from the M Performance, as well as all the functional vents and scoops. And unfortunately, a rather ugly regular designs. But looks is always a very subjective topic, so I'll let you decide in the comments down below if you like this current X6M model or any other of the coupe SUVs on sale for 2021. And to underline the character of this X6M Competition even further, you get massive 21-inch alloy wheels, both summer and winter setup, with massive 6-piston brake calipers in the front and 22-inch wheels with a single piston calipers in the rear in the summer set with the multi-M spoke wheels. And of course, you get the signature M quad exhaust tailpipes. It wouldn't be a proper review if you don't get to experience the sound of this European spec X6M Competition with OPF exhaust. So let's take a listen. Absolutely awesome. You get properly luxurious interior in order to match this car's six-figure price. You also get all the must-haves in a car of this category, like the ambient lighting, the heated, cooled and massaging seats, and also premium sound system like these Bowers & Wilkins. There is also this super nice and soft merino leather seat in two-tone paint scheme. It feels really, really nice to spend time in this cabin. But enough of that. What I'm here most interested in is to see how this car performs on the road. Let's go. Okay, let's start off with the driving part of this awesome X6M Competition. And the first thing is probably a little bit of downsides, but just sometimes, and this is the ride. Well, it can be sometimes a little bit harsh, especially over very uneven surfaces and potholes, especially like in Bulgaria. But on a good roads such as the one we are at the moment, and also on highways, it is amazing cruiser. Even in its sportiest setting, it actually feels surprising to drive. The rest is the typical BMW stuff. You get the 4.4 liter twin-turbo V8 from the top-of-the-line BMW M models, which are the M5 and M8 Competition, and it's no exception here. 617 horsepower, 750 Nm, and they all rev up to 7,200 RPM. Pretty impressive. And that 8-speed ZF gearbox, I can tell you straight away, it has been perfectly matched to this car, both when you want it in Comfort for that smooth shifting experience, and also in Sport Plus for that crisp and fast response. Yes, the car can actually feel stiff at times, but it is also to be expected. First of all, because it's an almost 2.4-ton SUV, and the M division also plays a role in that stiffening of the car. You get extra bracing for the X6M, stiffer mounting points on this car, active stabilizer bar, and last but not least, the M adaptive suspension. All of that made to make the car lean as less as possible in corners. And the result? It is very impressive vehicle, both on track and on twisty roads. But to be honest with you, I'm not really sure how many of the owners are actually going to bring this car on track. Yes, that means you might get a little bit of compromise right on the daily driver aspect. But if that's your number one priority, the comfort, maybe the M50i might be the right option for you. As an X4 M40i owner, I can tell you this car with its adaptive M suspension feels so much better, especially how well the cabin is isolated in both high and low speeds and in the twisty roads. You literally get zero body roll, which is very impressive. And of course, something that we shouldn't underestimate, and this is the rumbly V8 that always will remind you of the money you've spent for this car and the right choice that you did. BMW X6M Competition is definitely a niche car, and it's for people who want the best out of everything. It certainly isn't for everyone, but I personally love its offensive looks, luxurious interiors, and bonkers performance. With that said, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you made it that far to the video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna talk to you on the next one. Ciao!